Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video is going to be, as you see by the title, we're unhauling books because there's just some books I just don't want to keep anymore. And I was doing a bit of cleaning earlier and I've still got a bit of cleaning to do, but I was just like, do you know what, seeing as I'm on a roll here, I may as well look through my bookshelf and, you know, just get rid, because with the Christmas season coming up, we're getting into the new year, which is terrifying to think about. I want to clear away some things because we all know I'm going to be buying myself more books. We all know this. Like, Christmas will come and then soon there'll be a Christmas book haul coming your way. Trust, okay? So I've got one pile here and another one here. Some of these I've already read, some I haven't, but let's just get into it. A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. This is a dark academia type story set at this school, a centuries-old ivy-covered campus that was home until the tragic death of our main character's girlfriend. And our girl is coming back there again for the new year, and it's witchy. There's a lot of witchcraft in here. You know, and obviously, you know, academia and all that stuff. And listen, I've read it. I really like it. Made me feel, I mean, you know, the academia stuff made me feel a little bit dumb, but you know, whatever. I've read it. I don't think I'll read it again, and I think someone else can have this and appreciate it a bit more. A non-fiction book that I own is Feminists Don't Wear Pink and Other Lies. I keep saying I'm gonna read it, then again I never do. Maybe I'll get the audiobook for it at some stage and read it, but you know, I don't need to have this lounging about and taking up space. Like, I may as well pass it on. Another non-fiction, Gender Euphoria. I did read this. I did enjoy it. You know, it's an anthology, you know, from a whole bunch of different authors off of the trans spectrum and beyond. And, you know, again, I enjoyed it. It was good, but again, I feel like I could pass this on to someone who would definitely appreciate it a lot more. Maybe a university student studying gender studies would enjoy this a lot more than me. So, back into the fiction, I have The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. I've read a few of her books in the past. They haven't been great. This one I kept meaning to get to. I feel like I should have read it by now, but it's about this family whose grandmother is estranged from them. She doesn't speak to her kids anymore. And all they got from her was a note being like, you know what you did. And, you know, and then the grandkids, the kids get a note from the grandmother being like, hey, you want to come to my resort and spend the summer there? And the parents are like, yes, go. We need a slice of granny's inheritance. You're going. So yeah, it's basically all about that and the mystery as to why, you know, they don't really speak anymore. But I can get the ebook for this. Like, I don't need the physical copy taking up space on my shelf. And again, I don't, you know, I don't need that. So 2 books that I'm sort of reluctant to get rid of because they're by an author that I really, really love. Wonderland and Stay Another Day by Juno Dawson. I read both of these for the video projects that I do on this channel, you know, where I read a favorite author's backlist. And of the 3 that I read these 2 and Clean. And honestly, I didn't enjoy these both as much as I thought I would. I find this really confusing, and the characters in this really pissed me off. So I hate to break up a family, but, you know, they have to go. And this was supposed to be a thriller, and there was nothing thrilling about it. So, goodbye. I have some Disney books that I think I may or may not part with. I've got Rebel Rose by, who wrote this? Emma Therault? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. It's part of a new series, and it's called a series called The Queen's Council, and it's about Belle and the aftermath of her breaking the curse on the beast, you know, and her becoming like queen or whatever. So I mean, I keep meaning to get to it. Maybe I will, before I decide to unhaul. But again, I'm not really feeling the need to read it right now. Is there an ebook version of this? I hope there is. I'll look and see if there is, but if there's not, I might at least attempt to read it before I actually unhaul it. Same with these. These are the Disney Twisted Tales. Now, I know I keep saying that I'm gonna read these, but then again, I never do. I mean, I've got Go the Distance, Straight On Till Morning, and Once Upon a Dream. Now, again, if I'm able to find ebook versions of these, then I can unhaul the physical copies and just be done. But if I'm unable to, then I'll try and read them physically. But, you know, knowing me, I may just end up getting rid of them and whatever. Just being done with it. The next pile of books. Here we are. Careful not to drop anything. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. This was going to be the Introverted Reader Book Club pick for this month. I DNF'd it. It was boring. It was boring and I was very confused. I had no idea where we were, what was happening, what was going on. And you know what? Beautiful cover, but I would rather pass this on to someone who's actually gonna, you know, love it and enjoy it. But yeah, I DNF'd it. I'll talk a little bit more at length in my wrap up at the end of the month about it, but yeah, she's going. Another one that's gonna go is Spaceband by Tom Fletcher. I might see if my sister wants this first before I, you know, send it off. But yeah, I didn't, this isn't for me. Like, it's middle grade, which I have no issue with, like, whatsoever. I have no issue with middle grade whatsoever. But this is like younger middle grade, and yeah, it's young. It's for young readers and it shows. And you know, like, listen, again, I have no issue with middle grade whatsoever, but you know, if it's reading too young, then as a 31-year-old gal, I'm just like, nah, mate, like, I'm not a 10-year-old child. So it's going, but I will show it to my sister and see if my sister wants it. 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson. What the hell was this? What the hell was this? I read this while I was away. I listened to the audiobook for it, but what in the actual hell was this? Where was the mystery? Where was the intrigue? Like, Stevie Bell, you quite literally came to a random conclusion that you yanked out of your ass over a button. If you've read this, you understand. But what the hell was this? You're going, goodbye. Goodbye. Well, no. Another Disney Twisted Tale that I have actually read. I don't know if you can see. It's like purple foil. Part of Your World. Great idea to use purple foil on the front. I mean, normally I'm here for that, but how's anybody meant to see? But yeah, Part of Your World by Liz Braswell. I've my own issues with this. And they are that, one, it was too long. 2, a lot of the stuff the characters were doing didn't make any sense. And yeah, it just wasn't enjoyable. And it's going to go. Goodbye. Oh, I hate getting rid of queer books, but Gwen and Art Are Not in Love by Les Croucher. This was not what I thought it was going to be. I'll be real with you. I did think that the romances were cute, although the relationship between Gwen and the girly knight that she was fawning over, I didn't feel like I knew the girly knight well at all. Like, what's her name? Oh yeah, Lady Bridget. I felt like I had no idea who she was. Like, it was just, she was a knight. Gwen thought she was hot. She was, you know, good at what she does. And that's all that we got from her. And they kept talking about, like, there were people within this that believed that King Arthur, like actual King Arthur, was going to, like, rise up again and bring magic back and all this. And I was like, is that actually going to happen? Because that would be sick. That would actually be iconic. But no, didn't happen. And yeah, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought. I feel really horrible because I was in my Merlin era. Do you know what I mean? I wanted a gay Merlin-esque love story and I didn't get it. So yeah, lacked the fantastical for me. Another queer book that I'm getting rid of and I feel really sad about it is Golden Boys by Phil Stamper. This isn't a bad book. It's not bad at all. My only thing is that nothing really happens. Nothing really happens. There's no real like big drama. It's just these four boys who used to spend every summer together, but then there's this one summer they're all going to go off and do their own thing, you know, for different reasons, and that was it. Not much goes on after that, and I didn't get the feelings that everyone else was talking about. But you know, it was okay. But again, I can pass these on to someone who's actually going to like them. And if any of you are watching this and you're sitting thinking to yourself, here, I can take that off your hands, let me know. DM me on Twitter, DM me on TikTok or whatever. Ray Bearer by Jordan Fueco. Oh man, this hurt my heart. I DNF this because why did I DNF it? Oh, because I couldn't understand what was happening. I was confused. And if I'm confused and I don't know what's going on, then 9 times out of 10, I'm going to DNF. And honestly, nothing made sense. I was like, what's this? What's going on? Like, I'm confusion and I don't like it. So, and I wasn't enjoying my time reading this. So it has to go. And again, someone else couldn't see, that is why we do this. So that I can pass these on and give them to people who will appreciate them. And the last but not least book is the Star Wars anthology that I owned and took 500 years to read. And again, listen, there's lots of stories in here that are great. They're wonderful. But, you know, I've read it and I'm not going to read it again. And I know I can pass this on to a fan who will love this and appreciate it more. So, I mean, if you don't already own this already, but I hate getting rid of a Star Wars book, but then again, you know, if I didn't enjoy it all, it's gonna go. So yeah, those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 books, roughly. Yeah, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yes, I counted right. 18 books that I'm getting rid of, which is great. We might get rid of more later on, but yeah, those books are going. If you saw any in that pile that you're thinking that you would like or that would, you know, DM me and we can talk. I can pass them on to you, no problem. Or if you have a book you think that I would like, we can do a switch. We can do a switcheroony. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to, don't feel pressured. I mean, I'm gonna be giving these away to a used bookshop that's along the road where I live, called Belfast Books. And if you live in Belfast, go down to Belfast Books and tell John I sent you, because I donate to him all the time. So yeah, I'll leave Belfast Books handle down below. If you're around in the area, you can go follow him. Anyway, I will see you in my next video, which is going to be on Tuesday. So with that said, all the socials are down below. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, because I would love to reach 300 subscribers. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.